Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chillin with the Misfits for another movie night. Tonight we are watching the D&D movie Honor Among Thieves. Due to the length of this movie, this will be a two-parter, but it will still be enjoying it. With me tonight is returning player, well, not returning player, but returning former player Robbie. Say hi, Robbie.
Hey, it's been a while.
We've got
I don't think
Neji,
I've
who
ever been on one of these.
Yeah, no, I don't think you have. um, we also have Neji, who's filling in for who's now the new Pandora and filling in for Gel. We have Mibrith, aka Lockwolf. We have Jackie, aka Parma and Gel, who's listening in, and we have returning guest star Rex, the voice of the Overseer.
Hello.
All right, well, guys, if you guys are all good, we'll start the movie, and here we go. I will say this: one thing I admire about the costumes in this movie, like for the Dragonborn or Aarakocras, it's that it's all practical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is rather impressive.
Yeah, when I first saw the Dragonborn, I'm just like, what the fuck? I actually couldn't tell what it was at first. When I saw the head, I was just like, what the hell is that thing? I'm like, oh, it's a Dragonborn. It's like the head to me looked a little big to the rest of the body, but then I noticed what it was.
One of my favorite behind the scenes is Chris Pratt stealing the Aarakocra's feet and just running around backstage wearing them.
Don't you mean Chris Pine?
Thank you.
Chris Pratt's.
I was gonna say I didn't think he was in. Chris Pratt was in this one.
He's not. He's not.
I am bad with names, so please forgive me.
But guys, don't
You are
know
forgiven.
Chris Pratt's everywhere now. He's Garfield. He's he's Mario. One thing I love about this movie, it's also a good blend of matureness, but also comedy.
Mature, but not too far.
Yeah.
I also love that throughout the entire point of filming, they were also playing the campaign that they were acting in.
That is cool.
I heard apparently one creature they wanted to include, but couldn't figure out how. They wanted to include a beholder.
Isn't that the one with the big eye and tentacles?
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
multiple eye. Yeah, like they wanted to include. If I recall, I think they wanted to include one, but they didn't know how.
I love the design of this dungeon.
That dungeon is so cool.
God, like,
Hayati.
in order for a mustache to freeze like that, it has to be so cold there.
Your love's so sweet, but your heart's as cold as ice.
I'm trying to forget. Is he supposed to be a pure orc, or is he like a half orc? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
I think half-orcs are handsomer.
So yeah, he is a pure orc, and she is gonna kick his ass.
Yep.
Pure orcs' fleshes were like gray or green, not like pinkish. But I could be misremembering.
From the region the orc comes from, I think.
When I saw this, all I could remember was the opening of Frozen.
Cut through the heart.
Again, that Dragonborn costume looks so good.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, when I
The
first
first.
saw that,
Oh,
the
sorry.
head looked bigger than I thought. So I thought it was like for a second, I thought it was a GIF when I first saw that.
Nope. Also, I think the first D&D character I made was Dragonborn.
I will say one of the campaigns, future campaigns we're doing that I'm excited for. We're gonna be doing a pirate vampire campaign, and we're playing a bunch of loser pirates who are low on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I'm still fleshing out the ideas and a story for it, but I'm really excited to DM it.
I'm sure it'll be plenty of fun.
Yeah, I will say. I'm sorry, there was one D&D adventuring game that I played that had a Dragonborn player, and he just angered me and everybody to no extent.
Is that the guy you told me about?
Yes.
I'll be back. You're going to take care of a couple things.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Remember when we did the Red Wizards in one of our campaigns because of like how tough they were, but we didn't want to like do a subplot with them. We decided we just rename them to be mercenaries instead of like wizards.
Yeah.
It's still sorcerers, but mostly just mercs. I love that part. Like, I went back to my, like, you went back too far. Keep going. I love that shot. Like that like those stones, like that's so pretty. I forgot. Is this world Faerun? I'm trying to remember.
I think it is.
I was so pissed off of what Forge did after that.
Yeah, I just love how much of an aunt Helga was to Kier.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome. We're getting to the part where they're betrayed.
Huh. And with me, I've got my new puppy, Burma. Say hi, Burma. She says hi. Hmm. 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 Well, at least he was honest about that.
Yeah. Honest, quote unquote. Simon got away too, right? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think the goth girl got away, yeah.
No, Simon, the sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm. Ended up performing in the theater.
We all know the joke that comes next.
Yep, with the Birdman. I'll be honest, the hug thing kind of felt a bit awkward.
Best part is they get away, but it turns out we were just going to leave you go.
They didn't realize it. Did
but
they
we
ever
just
find
removed
out?
your apartment. That poor guy. That poor guy.
Yep.
I loved the costume on Jonathan. Like it's a bit. I think there's a bit of CGI mixed in there.
Yeah, I'm
It's
pretty sure there is.
with
I
a
like
big
mainly
costume.
the head and feet and standing part were like all costumes. It's just when they got to fly is when they went CG.
I always assume that when you have a big costume like that, if there's ever going to be like an action scene, you have to add CGI to it to make it more smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me for saying, I'm just trying to tell Burma, no, you had enough popcorn.
Oh, but popcorn.
What kind of dog is Burma?
She's a Bernese mountain dog.
Oh, is she gonna be big?
Well, she's 14 months old. She's already pretty big.
No.
I love that logo.
She ran out the door earlier today, and we had to run and get her. Plus, she's on her cycle, if you know what I mean.
Gonna get her fixed?
We're not sure, but There's a couple of German shepherds across the street from us, and she might have thought one of them was handsome, but she's too young for that.
Oh God.
You get
I
what I
wonder what
mean?
a German Shepherd Bernese mix would look like.
I don't know what a glick is. Dad already gave you enough popcorn. Go. You're not getting any more. And don't you slobber on my leg. What?
Baldur's Gate mention? Baldur's Gate mention? Hold on. I have to run away from the bus stop. What?
This movie?
Nerdgasm.
Shut the fuck up.
I love you.
It was already enough of one when they included the kids from the 90s cartoon.
Love you too, buddy.
Or was it 80s?
No, it was 80s.
What?
It was 80s.
Yeah, I thought so. One more. That is all you get. Okay? That's it. You've had enough, little lady.
VC. I think I found a mix of a German Shepherd and Burmese. I'm putting in UVC.
Checking. Oh, that is pretty cute. The ears had a nice mix to it.
Oh, damn.
No more. Oh. Poor Dad doesn't get another hug. Whoa. Pardon me, almost tripped.
Okay.
It still wouldn't work because they didn't. I gotta admit, the goth girl's boss seems more agreeable than she does. Hmm. 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 Awkward.
God, dude, you just want to punch him in the face.
Yep. Also, I think I heard someone say this about the actor playing him, Hugh Grant. Namely, his entire career has been the prostitution of awkward English charm. What do you think here?
I love how he's just generally confused.
Mm-hmm.
God, if I could cameo if I could be in this movie, even if it was a minor role as like a monster, I don't know what I want to be. I probably want to be a Dragonborn or a Yuan-Ti.
I'd go Dragonborn. And maybe a night going to a brothel.
Or I'd actually, you know what would be cool to be if you're like just standing in the back row menacingly, dressed up like a Death Knight.
Really?
Yeah, Death Knights are awesome. Wait, does anyone here remember Lord Soth?
Nope.
Lord Soth from the D&D books. He was like the first. He was like the architect for the Death Knight class.
Huh. I haven't seen that.
Hang on. No, he was only in the books. Like he was only in like the really early books. Like he never was in the games.
Gotcha.
Although later editions did add him if you wanted to include him. Yeah, let me see if I can. He was really cool looking.
Never trust a con man.
That's why his defeat at the end is so satisfying.
Yep.
We lost someone.
Say what?
No, we lost Jackie.
Okay.
She got home and is switching to her computer, but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, guys, I'm putting it in VC chat. This is Lord Soth. He was the guy who inspired the Death Knights. Well, mute VC. I'll put it in mute VC. Wait, that does not look badass.
I'll be honest, with the way his head looks, he kind of reminds me of a mummy.
That's a helmet. This helmet does look really cool. I love the eyes. Oh yeah, Simon.
Yep. Yeah, the awkward wizard.
Actually, isn't he secretly pilfering their coins? Yeah. Oh fuck.
Yikes.
God, I love like wizards still struggling with magic. But yeah, like Rex talking about that pirate adventure we have planned. We essentially, so for the crew of the loser pirates, we took some inspiration from, I don't know if you remember this movie, the Pirates Band of Misfits.
I never saw it, but I did get spoiled on it. but I believe you took inspiration.
Yeah.
Uh-oh! That's not good. Get me out of here.
God, I love this movie.
It's so good.
Are those birds?
Sure ain't no damn ostriches.
One of my favorite things I like about the D&D fandom is the homebrew books that people actually publish. Like, I don't know if have you heard of Cobalt Publishing, Rex?
I've heard of it.
I have 4 books from them. They released something called the Tome of Beasts. They have 3 of them so far, and it's essentially books full of homebrewed monsters, demons, gods, creatures, like so many things you can use in your games.
Yeah, I got 3 monster books from them. I have 2 of the Creature Codex, I have 1 of the Creature Codex and 2 of the Tome of Beasts.
Yeah, I heard there was a second.
So it's kind of a bestiary?
Yeah, essentially, like that.
But they also have like other types of books.
Not just for beasts. There's also like opponents or like new classes of enemies you can add.
Cool.
Like there's so many cool like kinds of monsters. Like there's like they go crazy with the kinds of dragons they come up with and the drakes. Like there's one I thought was really cool. It's a drake, but it's called a spider drake.
Huh. Really?
Yeah, I'm sending you the link for you to check out later.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I got it.
All right, yay, the tiefling.
With the bear owl.
Oh, I love those creatures.
Owlbears are so cool.
What is that again? It's an owlbear. I found hot dog flavored potato chips.
Isn't that lovely?
It straight up does smell like ketchup. Holy shit. Holy shit, it actually tastes like a hot dog.
Yay!
I swear to God, I can taste relish. Maybe a bit of onion.
You know, before I used to only eat hot dogs if they had ketchup on them. Now I tend to eat them just plain or with cheese melted on them.
I enjoy ketchup on hot dogs or I enjoy a good chili dog.
Not really a chili guy myself, but what works for one person is okay.
You should visit if you ever if
As long as it doesn't.
we all get together sometime. You should try Locke's chili. She makes her own chili.
That's so.
From a D&D recipe book I got, and they add in cocoa powder.
Gotcha.
If there's one chili restaurant I want to try because I've heard nothing but good things about it, it's called Skyline Chili.
Is it good?
I don't know. I want to try it. It's mostly
Okay.
It's mostly in Cincinnati. I love that shot. Ah! I love that image. He looks like a fucking lich.
Probably the idea.
He also reminds me of Dr. Facilier.
A tip of the hat from Dr. Facilier. How y'all doing?
One of the best villains Disney ever made.
Yep.
And honestly,
Played by Mr. Sexy. What?
go ahead. Played by Mr. Sexy what?
Played by Mr. Sexy voice himself, Keith David. The voice of Goliath from Gargoyles. And the inspiration for my overseer voice.
And the voice of Husk.
Yep.
Also, I mean, the original creator of Karn said he always pictured Keith David playing him.
That's where I got the inspiration for that voice.
Honestly, if they actually brought in Tarn and the DJG, they would have to make that movie R-rated in a way.
Yeah, because they are not kid-friendly at all.
Honestly, that's why I want to keep Megatron as mostly a villain. Because honestly, Megatron works best if he stays a villain.
Yep. Not all villains need redemption.
And there's some that gain understanding. Like, I like the idea of him exiling himself after being free from Galvatron. Being freed from Unicron. Like, he's just tired. Like, he's still a douche, but he's just tired. He doesn't care about the war anymore.
I'm getting a phone call. I'll be back.
Okay.
Hi, Grandma.
I'm enjoying me some slices of Lido's pizza.
Cool. Just enjoying some microwave popcorn.
You know my favorite creature to see in this movie? I love seeing the Displacer Beast.
Displacer Beast? Oh, the Big Panther one?
Yeah, they're really cool creatures. We actually used one in our last episode of the podcast.
Cool.
Oh, spoilers. Whenever I see someone point like that, I just think of that popcorn. Whenever someone points like that, I just think of that stupid but hilarious movie Kung Pao when it's just like my finger points. Have you seen that movie?
Can't say I have, but I've seen the poster.
Yeah, it is a fucking funny movie. They essentially took an obscure movie from the 70s, and the director redubbed every voice in there with his own, except for one character he made, and it is so freaking funny.
Does that have the one where the guy gets hit in the crotch and dies?
Hit in the crotch and dies? No, I think that's a different one.
Okay.
Is it the guy he gets like hit? Is it the guy you're talking about? Like his death is really stupid. He gets hit in the crotch. He's like, ah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I think that was a different movie. But I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about though. Like I saw that death as like a compilation of the worst acting ever. I love this shot. Kitty,
It-
kitty.
Hmm.
I think another thing you said, Locke, is you didn't like how her skin wasn't red or bluish for a tiefling.
It's way too humanoid for a tiefling.
I think it's because they said she was half human. I mean, it's been a while.
Another thing that kind of irks me a little bit about her is she looks too much like Keyleth
Oh, from
from Vox Machina.
well, I mean, Keyleth, is it because of the horns?
No, it's like the hair and facial structure. Like her whole face looks like Keyleth.
I say that's more of a coincidence. There's no guarantee that they actually watched the show before making that.
I know, but still, it's just a personal preference.
Well, I mean, sometimes some characters just have a similar appearance. Ha! I can't wait to get to the next campaign in our world because it's a homebrew world I've been making. Robbie, who just left, aka Robbie, who just left, he's playing an axolotl wizard. Locke is going to be a Scottish lion.
A real lion?
No, a leonin. Well, a leonin.
Hmm.
I think my favorite that was invented for this movie that I'm glad they added is the hither thither stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fairly horrible. It's fairly wonderful. The corpse scene is my favorite in this whole goddamn movie. I was laughing nonstop. It's actually really cool. I found a book about technomancers, which are like technology-based wizards.
Technomancers?
Yeah, technology-based wizards.
I know what they are.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Hmm.
I will
I
say,
think the show... Oh, sorry, go on.
no, go ahead.
I was going to say that the sci-fi show Babylon 5 actually had a variant of that. Techno Wizards. Out in space.
I remember the okay, what was it? Oh yeah, a homebrew world that's been made by Kickstarter. It's called Obajima: Tales of the Tall Grass. It's a world D&D. It's a tabletop world aired by Studio Ghibli and Legend of Zelda.
Really?
It's set on an island where it's like a mix of old tech fantasy, but also modern technology, like cars and vending machines. And in this world, spell books are on cassette tapes that wizards listen to.
Huh.
And I love that. I love how he's a halfling.
Bradley Cooper, a.k.a. the voice of Rocket Raccoon. I think it's pretty clear he has a type. You?
Yeah. He likes big barbarian women.
Yep.
I love that. Part of me wished that when she patted his shoulder, that left a big blood print on it.
Probably. Ouch.
Aww. Aww.
Yeah, safe to say she's not over him.
Yep. Another RPG I think I told you about it. Another RPG tabletop I've backed is the Planet of the Apes one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's based on the D6 system, but when I get it, I decided I'm gonna add some D20 rules to it to make it easier.
Okay.
It's based on the original movies from the 60s and 70s.
Prefer that one?
No, I guess it's just because I think they were chosen because they started it all.
Makes sense.
But they did say that there's nothing to stop you from adding elements from the other movies.
Buffering.
What?
Did you say that?
Damn buffering of the movie.
Ah, yeah. Have you seen the latest movies? Rex, the one that had like Andy Serkis in it.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Did you see the newest one, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes?
Yep.
What I actually thought was a good progression. Before the apes got in this new world where the apes are now in charge, before they had guns, I like the idea of them using other technology like those makeshift cattle prods.
Yep.
That was actually really.
You know, funny thing is, the original novel that inspired Planet of the Apes, it was kind of a reversal of what it is today, where the apes are running modern society with modern technology and everything, and humans are the ones in cages and whatnot.
Watch that, and looking back at it, I do like how the movies did it instead. Like, I mean, no offense to the original book, of course. The book is good.
You read it?
Oh, yeah, like I read it once.
I need to read it.
Like I'm also thinking of adding some elements from the only Tim Burton movie that was made.
Yeah, I like the look of that movie.
And I did like how each movie series did it differently. Like the Apes movie, the Tim Burton one, it actually wasn't on Earth. It wasn't actually another planet they found, and the apes just escaped and took over.
Hmm.
My favorite scene.
Hmm. Oh!
Yes! Damn it!
Be careful how you phrase it.
The best scene in the whole movie.
And in the end, they leave one alive.
Oh yeah, that poor guy.
Could somebody ask me a question? Please? Please?
I love the flashback to the scene, and you see like a fucking acid dragon, a black acid dragon. Yeah, there it is. I love that there is a black dragon.
Huh. Don't black dragons dabble in the undead?
I don't know. I think those are Drago Liches. Oh, your favorite part. I don't know, man.
I'm bad at math.
Do you feel better? No.
God. I love the flashbacks and everything.
Oh!
I'm a fool. He's been oral. Oh fuck.
Paladin.
Yeah, sharpened gourd. One of my favorite dragons in that Tome of Beasts I mentioned to you. There's a clockwork dragon.
Doesn't surprise me. Like he used to be one?
It's not.
Nope.
Yeah, shit.
And by the end, we got an end credit scene where he's still alive.
Like, there was an end credit scene when he was still alive. I didn't see that.
Yep.
I remember that. That's, fuck, what are they called again?
What, the fish?
Yeah, what are they called again?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, the baby, tabaxi.
The baby tabaxi.
Little kitty baby.
Aww. I love I want to know who designed the tabaxi. Are tabaxi based on cats, or are they more like wild? Are they supposed to be based on normal cats or like wild cats?
I have no idea.
Just cats in general. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I remember if I recall, the Leonin did not originate in D&D, right? They came from they came from the Magic the Gathering, right?
One of those claims was a mimic.
I love that one. His design, like it's clearly like the same model, but they just dialed back on the details.
That got his attention.
If he was still alive when this movie was being made, that Chadwick Boseman would be playing this paladin.
Possibly. Chadwick was very good.
Brilliant actor. Even in that bad movie, Gods of Egypt, he was the best part.
Gods of Egypt?
Like the movie that did not really pay attention to the mythology for some reason. Yeah,
More than you think, actually.
yeah. Chadwick was Toth. He was like he was the only character who I thought actually was good. Well, that and Anubis.
Yeah, and truth be told, I'm probably one of the few people in the world who actually like that movie. Namely because it's the only ancient Egypt themed movie that actually focuses on the gods and mythology of ancient Egypt and not on Moses, mummies, Cleopatra, King Tut, or aliens.
Yeah, though there's one Greek thing that they did include. They gave them golden blood.
And from what I hear, most of the gods in ancient Egyptian mythology had gold skin.
There's also the thing of like when they introduced it, we barely know which god is which because they never go into detail about the gods. You only meet the specific ones.
Just the ones it's focused on.
Yeah. Because this is thriller. Is Sass Tam from D&D lore, or is he made it for the movie?
I have no idea.
I have no idea how much I've heard that song tonight.
You have no idea how much you've heard what?
Thriller.
Yeah, yeah.
one of the monster trucks, his theme song was the Thriller song. Zombie monster truck. His theme song was the Thriller song.
Huh.
Every time he'd go and do things, they'd start playing it.
Mine's a combination of Bon Jovi's Wanted Dead or Alive and the Rolling Stones' Paint It Black.
Oh my god, does anyone remember the...
Are they playing at the same time, or is it kind of like a remix?
Kind of a mix of both.
Does anyone remember the singer Altair?
Nope.
He did a song for Billy and Mandy called "Land of the Dead."
Oh, now I remember him.
Yeah,
He was the one with that alien.
Mention Billy and Mandy, everyone gets it.
He did a song called "Zombie Prostitute."
Huh.
It was tense.
Yeah.
It was plain to see. The sort of rigor was coming over me.
No. Someone did an animated version with the vampire, their vampire character, and it was amazing.
Yeah, Daria Cohen.
Stiff for a stiff.
The lyrics of it are so good. Well, it was tense. It was plain to see. A sort of rigor mortis was coming over me. She fell out, and her tongue fell out to boot. Well, all in all, she was a rotten kind of cute.
Rotten in more ways than one.
Apparently, sleeping with a zombie makes him a zombie. So at the end, the singer's just like he picks up a girl himself, and at the end, the singer just goes, "I pulled it out, and I said, baby, keep the tip." Run, Forrest, run!
I wonder if he's meant to be a parody of the kind of character they think Optimus Prime is.
A parody of what?
The type of chivalrous character they think Optimus Prime is.
Yeah. I mean, that's why. That's what I did. That's one of the things I disliked about how Michael Bay treated Optimus.
Kind of leans into this. Yet he's actually very good at what he does.
Fatback is always absolutely hilarious.
Trust fall. They did a good job with the Underdark.
Yep. And also the brain monster scenes is pretty funny.
The smirk.
Yep.
What? This feels like the kind of place where you're echoing, and it's like, "Hi, Echo. Nice to." It's like, "Hi, Echo. Hi, Echo. We gotta go. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too." Like just out of nowhere. Oh, there they. Yeah, the brain.
Oh, those fucking things.
Forgot about them.
Yep. May drop soon.
Higher intelligence, the more
That's a joke, right?
the higher intelligence, the more they strike. I love the little one.
I would resist every urge to punt those off the edge.
Like they're so dumb, they actively avoid them. Like, ugh, no.
Well, that's a little hurtful. Simple according to whom?
If I was there, if he was explaining all that to me, I would probably just be like, what? Robbie took a phone call.
No, I'm back.
Oh, well, if they do a sequel, what do you want to see?
I wouldn't know.
I'd want to see, like, more scenes with dragons.
Wish granted.
If I could be a dragon, I would want to be a blue one.
Gold.
Okay, if I wanted to be
Topaz or amethyst.
yeah, if I wanted to be chromatic blue, if I wanted to be metallic, probably either gold or silver. If it was a gem dragon, I would want to be ruby. One thing I like about the gem dragons is they're mostly neutral, but apparently the sapphire dragons are like their police, and the ruby dragons are supposed
Police.
blue. Apparently the sapphire dragons are apparently like police. Dragons are like judges. So freaking cool. A dice holder that works like that. What do you think?
If you look in Mute VC, you can see what a sapphire dragon looks like.
Did you guys know that there are pink dragons? There are pink dragons.
I'm surprised.
And apparently, pink dragons are supposed to be comedians. Their breath attack is bubbles.
Suddenly I'm getting Pokemon flashbacks.
You know what I just noticed? What do you think of a D&D version of Scorpion's weapon from Mortal Kombat?
Don't know.
I love this beat. That's so cool. The guy playing the Red Wizard, the assassin, he looks very familiar. I just can't picture where I've seen him.
He kind of looks like an actor from the first Doctor Strange movie.
What, the assassin?
Which one?
Yeah.
I think she means Doctor Strange 1 with Caecilian.
Caecilius.
Yes, okay.
Yep.
One thing I did like about Marvel when they were making movies is I liked how they actually brought in lesser-known villains, but made them more unique and popular.
Mm-hmm.
This was like one of the more minor villains that Doctor Strange fought. Yeah, lately Marvel has just been disappointment.
Yeah.
Although I will say one show I do want to watch is the Moon Knight show. Yes,
Moon Knight's pretty
the
good.
Red Dragon.
Thumbo
Robbie,
Here we go.
by the way, Robbie, I haven't forgotten the moment you spoiled me with Hawkeye.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I am over it. But apparently they brought back Kingpin in the new Daredevil show. I don't know about you guys, but this
Chubby
dragon's
boy.
this dragon's been eating good.
He certainly looks like it.
Big bag of pudding.
Got a little too indulgent, didn't he? Couldn't she just turn into a bird and fly off?
You could.
Don't just look at the pretty pictures. I can almost reach him. No, he wouldn't. A bitch hungry. What do you expect? And this is where we're going to end part 1, folks, and we'll see you in the next episode.